Here we are at the Big Crimson Wallet for December 9th's interview with the organization of the day, which is Solutions at Work. And it's slightly warmer than yesterday, not much. They both have hats on, which is a smart thing to do because I think we started at 22 degrees this morning, and there's certainly a wind chill factor, which shows how dedicated they are. So let's find out who these people are. Your name is?
Lauren Corda. I'm the Executive Director of Solutions at Work.
Barbara Lanham. I'm the Program Manager for the Moving Up program at Solutions at Work.
And you've got this beautiful blue and white banner right here, which is very striking. Contrast
Why, thank you.
To the crimson everywhere. So you guys are very passionate. You're out here in very cold weather. You must be doing something of value.
We'd like to think we are, yes.
Well, we know you are, or we would have not chosen you to be part of this. But tell us about what you guys do.
So Solutions at Work is a nonprofit organization that has been working to end homelessness in Eastern Massachusetts for 21 years.
Whoa, I didn't know that. 21 years, okay.
Right.
A sure sign of success. You guys are doing something right.
We serve over 6,000 people a year.
Wow.
Through a variety of programs and services. The organization was actually founded by homeless individuals, so our programs and services are really geared toward what their actual needs are. So we basically have asked the question of homeless individuals for more than 20 years, what do you need to achieve self-sufficiency? And then we design our programs and services to answer that question.
So you go down to the cornerstones and start building.
Absolutely. In fact,
so it's like nation building, but individual building from the base.
Even our board of directors, 25% of our board members have experienced homelessness themselves.
Really?
Half of our staff has experienced homelessness.
Think of all those fancy boards out there that cannot relate to this. This is real. This is grassroots.
It keeps us real, exactly. It just ensures that our programs remain relevant and really meet actual needs that are out there in the community. So let me tell you a little bit about our programs. If you don't mind. And
you have Barbara here.
And Barbara's going to talk about one of our programs that she manages.
Okay.
So we have a variety of programs and services. First, we have our Children's Clothing Exchange. This is where families who are low income or homeless can come and trade their children's outgrown clothing, books, toys, and gear for
what a great idea. We all see that happening. We don't know what to do with all that.
So
for
all
bring it to you.
All of the parents out there that have boxes and bags full of their children's outgrown items, we can put them into hands of families that really need them. We distributed more than 3,000 books in the first half of this year to children in need through that program. Of course, right now we're giving out warm jackets, hats, mittens, and this is just basically to make sure that the kids are safe and comfortable in the wintertime, but also that when they go to school they're prepared to learn and they can concentrate on learning.
So they're not behind. They've got all the tools that they need.
We give out backpacks in the fall, back to school supplies and things like that as well. So that's our Children's Clothing
That's very well
exchange.
planned. I mean, you've timed it with the cycles.
Definitely. And we work with a lot of area companies to collect items to donate to that program. So our Children's Clothing Exchange is co-located with Solutions where we're providing professional attire to men and women who are enrolled in area job training programs, and we give them 3 complete outfits. So everything from, a suit, shoes, jewelry for the women, belts and ties for the men. And this is so that when they have those job interviews, when they land those job interviews, they can really put their best foot forward. And
you guys think of everything.
We try to. We try to.
Along the process.
And we partner with, the organization partners with about 100 area social service organizations. So we're part of a broader safety net.
Okay.
We also have a program called Get Connected, where we accept donations of computers. Again, people in their attics and in their basements, they have old computers. We refurbish them and we distribute them to folks that are homeless to use for job searching, to look for affordable housing, continue their education, or just stay in touch with their networks.
Yeah, quite literally putting people into the net.
Exactly.
And creating their own information network. What other programs?
We have a program called Speak Up.
I knew there were more. There's so many things going on in this organization.
We have a program called Speak Up, where we offer paid speaking engagements to folks that have experienced homelessness. So they address groups from churches or schools or area businesses to dispel myths about homelessness and just
Right.
raise general awareness about the problem.
Right. And how it can happen to anybody. Very,
absolutely,
very easily. Yeah.
absolutely, especially in this economy. I'm sure everyone knows a friend or a friend of a friend who's unemployed, maybe at risk of losing their house.
Sure, sure. With all the foreclosures and the real estate bubble that burst.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we see,
trying
people
time.
from all walks of life taking advantage of our programs and using them to achieve self-sufficiency. Last but not least, we have our Moving Up program. Barbara manages that program and she'll tell you all about it.
Barbara, you're on.
You're on.
let's hear about this.
I manage the Moving Up program.
Yep.
What we do is help people that are moving out of shelters or moving, downsizing into new apartments.
Yep.
We go to 4 of the local furniture banks and pick up furniture to furnish their new residents.
Oh my God, that's a lot of work.
We do. We work with, we have a dual mission. We work with folks that are in need, but also the folks that work for us have been or are homeless, such as myself. We work with a wide variety of folks, whether it's being in a shelter from losing their job, drug and alcohol addiction,
Right.
Or just
So you're
not
very
making
open.
it.
You're very open. You're not judgmental. You're helping anybody that
Exactly.
needs your help.
Exactly.
Right. Wow,
Anybody that's
great.
willing to try, you know,
Yep.
and wants to be off the street and wants to join an organization. Even a lot of volunteers come in. I started as a volunteer folding brochures and mailings.
And were you homeless at that time?
I was homeless 4 years.
Wow.
Due to drugs and alcohol. I had my own house. I had a truck. I was a truck driver.
Oh wow.
Due to drugs and alcohol, I lost everything within a week. My kids, my job, my house. So I proceeded to be homeless for 4 years, and enough was enough, and I came to Boston, and
Pulled
I
yourself out.
met Solutions at Work,
Right.
and now I'm the manager.
Oh, here's a fantastic, successful case study.
It is
right
actually.
here.
It's very,
This is
it's
a
very
real
strange.
person who's done it. So
And actually,
to give us hope and inspiration.
she's selling herself a little short. She,
I knew it. I knew there was more to this.
Along with her
She's
team,
very modest.
Very,
here.
very modest. Along with her team, she's got 6 movers right now working on her program. They move about 500. They do about 500 moves a year.
Oh my goodness.
So she has the challenge.
Wait, that's like more than a day if I'm doing my math correctly.
Yeah, more than one a day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
And remember, these are folks that we're moving that have really unique challenges. Sometimes they're hoarders, sometimes they're victims of domestic violence,
Sure.
sometimes they're senior citizens.
Yep.
And our crew just shows up and makes a process, moving, which can be extremely stressful.
Oh, I hate it. I
I don't
can't
like
imagine.
it myself.
Yeah.
And they just make it stress-free for the person, and
Yeah.
they're really sensitive because many of our crew have experienced homelessness themselves. They're really, really sensitive
Right.
to the needs and the stress that our clients
Sure.
are under.
Yeah.
They're being
Exactly.
moved.
I heard, I think it's like the second or third most stressful thing besides losing your job or a
Right,
divorce is
exactly.
actually physically moving.
Exactly. So imagine
take
moving
care of
from
that.
a homeless shelter into
Yes.
affordable
Oh.
housing. Yeah. So
That's amazing.
We work
what
with
great
all-
work you guys do.
all
Thank
types
you.
of people, hoarders, senior citizens, people with AIDS,
Yep.
domestic violence folks.
even people who've lost their houses to fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fires. So it's pretty widespread. It's not just a moving company, it's
Right.
it's a program. It's,
Right.
You know.
Well, I think that's encapsulated by your great name. It's a prescriptive, action-oriented
Right.
solutions. Not
Exactly.
just a lot of talk. Solutions at work, and they do obviously lots of work.
And we would be remiss if we didn't mention our website,
I was just about to ask,
www.solutions@work.
yes.
And we would also be remiss if we didn't extend a great big thank you to Big Skinny for
Oh, it's
Yeah.
our
allowing
pleasure.
us to share our stories
It's
today.
our
So
pleasure.
Thank you.
We built this wallet that broke the record. We didn't know what to do with it. We thought maybe we can help
Well,
somebody.
you put it to really, really good use, and you're
So-
a great partner, and we appreciate
Well, no,
it.
it's our pleasure. We're lucky we have these great partners. And thank you so much for
Thank
taking the
you.
time to talk to us.
Thanks for
And
having
we'll
us
have
here.
the video uploaded onto the website. So hopefully lots of people can see this. Forward this to your friends. This is a great organization to support. You can donate directly on their website.
Yes, you
If
can.
I understand right.
Absolutely.
So give us an idea. If this is my favorite analogy. If I miss a steak dinner, if I wasn't a vegan and I was eating a steak dinner, if I miss a $25 steak dinner, $50 steak dinner, that goes pretty far.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Definitely. Think about, how many articles of clothing that could buy
Sure.
for some children that are in need, for
Right,
instance.
right. So I urge you to skip that steak dinner, perhaps one a week, you know, and send your money instead to this group, because they're out here in 22-degree weather with a wind chill. They're bringing awareness to what they do, asking for your support and donations. They've got some coffee here that they're giving to, they've already given to many homeless people here already in the streets. And thank you again for joining us for Wallet TV, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.